All right, if you just joined us, it's still Journalist Hangout. I still have Emeka Madunago and Moji Jamil right here in the building. All right, before we went on that break, I was talking about poverty and illiteracy has been identified as some of the reasons for the rise in insecurity. Now, what should the state governors be doing to nip this in the bud?
That reminds me of the visit of the former president. I mean, love him or hate him, he spoke truth to power. President Olusegun Obasanjo. He was in one of the northern states last week.
Okay.
And he told the governor, said, the number of school children out of school is like a time bomb waiting to happen. And he said that's why we have so many, the proliferation of Boko Haram insurgents coming to town to recruit youths, suicide bombers, and what have you. Because these people are not knowledgeable. They don't have knowledge. They just sell dummies to them and pronto,
and they
are recruited. So he was telling them that it's like, and a lot of northern leaders too have raised this issue, that the number of out-of-school children that are roaming the streets in the north. That's why you have, I mean, Praditional. Look at the last riots of
the
August protests. It was more prevalent in the north.
In the north, yes.
Because the devil finds work for idle hands. So many idle hands there. I'm not saying that we have hands that are so full.
Yeah, we have idle hands in the south as well.
But if you look at the ratio of number of children that are out of school, it is far, far higher in the north than in the southern part of the country. And you could see a reflection of that in the last August riots, which, I mean, was localized to the northern parts of the country. It's not as if the suffering is not all over the country, but some people were able to reason that do we destroy further to achieve what we want to achieve? So it behoves on the northern governors to start a sensitization that will get more of these kids back to school, so that when they have education, I mean, they won't just be cajoled anyhow.
And also do something to reduce the level of poverty.
And of course, I mean, education will normally reduce the level of poverty. Education will reduce poverty level. Where some people believe that, yes, we don't have to work the moment we have one big man that we can say rank a day to, they can continue to feed us. It won't happen in the south.
Well, why are they doing that? Is it
because
for
the
politics?
northern governors are not serious.
Apart from giving palliatives,
northern governors are not serious. You want to deal with security, you went to the United States to hold a conference. Is the insecurity in the United States? You
can imagine a lawmaker, his own empowerment tool was a trailer load of wheelbarrow.
Just imagine. So it shows they are
what
not
kind of
serious.
empowerment is that?
They're not serious. Look,
and he was celebrating it, videoing the thing. It went viral. Wheelbarrow.
Look, if we want to deal with the problem of poverty in Nigeria, hunger education, it's at the level of the states. Education is not within the purview of the federal government now. It's at the level of the
states and
the local government.
Yeah, from the primary school level.
No, it's not alleviation. Look, you kill poverty. You don't alleviate it. You don't alleviate it. You don't manage leprosy. You eradicate it. You don't manage measles and say, okay, let's just be elevating it. It will kill the child. You deal with it. You don't manage poverty.
Then how should they deal with it? Is it by giving palliatives?
No, for instance, I don't believe in palliatives. Because for me, Nigerians are hardworking people. Nigerians are resilient people. All you need to do is make use of their productive,
give them the enabling environment.
That is it. You don't need to pack food and be giving people rice, 10 kg bags of rice. How long will it last?
And wheelbarrow.
And all those cars are not. You don't reduce people to poverty. What you need to do is this. Factories are closing down. In any productive economy, the factories are actually the centers where you can, that can employ thousands of people. And each person, like in Nigeria, each person takes care of 5 dependents. So if you can get 1 million Nigerians in the factories. Check around now, Germany, US, and all that. If you can get those factories, agriculture. Look at the governor of Niger State has said he will use agriculture. He's even saying he's thinking that he will get to a point where he can pay 1 million naira as minimum wage. I wish him all the best, but let me tell you, it's not just they need to go back to agriculture. 55 million hectares of arable land in Nigeria, much of it in the north. Go back to agriculture. Pump these people into agriculture and agro-processing. Dominate the market in Africa in terms of agro-processing. There are things that the world, around the world, they need. It's not just extractive, just extract maize, extract millet. No. Convert the agro-processing. With agro-processing, the North can take care of a lot of all these children on the streets. And then while you are training them, you train them also in skills. You train them in skills. Value, so you add value to their lives. But when you just leave them and you think...
Looking at all of this solution, why are they not doing it then?
Well, that's why I said they are not serious.
Yeah, those governors, they know what they are doing.
They know what they are doing.
Because they know that if they empower those kids, it will be difficult to control them when the election comes.
Yes.
So it's deliberate.
It's almost deliberate.
This is like orchestrated now. Because let me tell you, how come suddenly, the attacks on power infrastructure are just going up? What is going on? Let's look beyond just the fact that, okay, it's banditry. Let's look at whether there are some people with some motives.
Okay.
With some motives to put the nation, in a tailspin. Yes, in darkness. Because look at almost the entire north. So if the entire north, is shut down in darkness.
Business.
You know what that means?
Security and what?
You know the threat to national security.
I'll be uprising.
They are not, because they'll say, yes, we said it. So after all,
something
that President Tinubu, he hates the North. We said it, and this is it. So we must, and again, those in charge of our security and policy making at different levels must always engage in worst case scenario thinking.
Okay.
They should always think, not saying, God forbid, it will not happen. What are you talking about? Worst case scenario, thinking.
Okay.
So that if people think this way or think this way, what can we do, short term, medium term, long term, to make sure that we keep the country going?
I agree with you. All right, let's move straight to our final conversation.